Đây là Alvesta thuộc tỉnh Kronoberg, Växjö mọi người. Tổng diện tích là 1074,45 km vuông và tổng cộng dân số là 22.417 người. Tỉnh này cũng gần chỗ nhà tôi, chạy khoảng chừng 45 tiếng là tới đó mọi người. Đây là Alvesta Common. Chỗ này thường mà về Việt Nam thì tụi tôi thường đi bắt chuyến xe lửa đó đi qua Đan Mạch, đi xe, tại vì qua Đan Mạch có những chuyến bay nó giá rẻ mọi người. Thì hôm nay tôi nói thêm, tôi làm không được chỉnh chu, mọi người cũng thông cảm nha. Và hôm nay tôi nói thêm về cái cuộc sống xã hội tôi đã nói rồi, nhưng mà cũng còn thiếu sót. Cái về trợ cấp xã hội đó là có nghĩa là mình mới qua thì họ cắt nhà cho mình, họ trả tiền cho mình luôn. Làm răng cũng vậy, họ cũng trả tiền cho mình, và tất cả những chi phí là họ lo hết. Và mỗi tháng nó tính bao nhiêu là mình được số tiền mỗi tháng trợ cấp đó người, thì cứ ăn sống xã hội đó. Thì bên này cuộc sống thì tôi thấy cũng dễ chịu và tốt. Và khi qua thì nó sẽ cho mình đi khám sức khỏe mọi người. Nó kiểm tra là mỗi người khám sức khỏe như thế nào. Và lúc đó gia đình tôi đi khám thì nó phát hiện tôi là bị gan đó mọi người. Tôi bị gan C. Rồi từ từ tôi sẽ kể tiếp cho mọi người nghe. Đây là Alvesta. Đây là Alvesta là gần chỗ tôi, còn Alvesta là khác nữa nha mọi người. Thì hôm nay tôi nói vài lời cho mọi người biết về vấn đề an sinh xã hội có chút xíu. Mỗi video là tôi nói về an sinh xã hội, cuộc sống Thụy Điển chút xíu mọi người nghe, và để hiểu thêm nha mọi người. Rồi phía sau là tiếng Anh, mọi người nghe tiếp nha.
Alvesta, Sweden. Alvesta is an urban area in Småland and the central town of Alvesta Municipality in Kronoberg County. Alvesta is a railway junction in southern Sweden, about 18 kilometers west of Växjö. Alvesta station is located along the Södra stambanan, Stockholm-Malmö, and kust-banan, Gothenburg-Kalmar, Karlskrona, railways. History abundant ancient finds testify to early settlements along the fertile parts of the Lekarydsån and the lakes Salen and Åsnen. Today's urban area consisted of the church village of Aringsås, roughly today the parts east of the main line, and the village of Alfvesta. In Alfvesta there was an inn with connections to Växjö to the east, 1 7/8 miles, Lygnåsa, towards Ljungby, to the west, 1.5 miles. Gottåsa and Nöbbele to the south, and Hössjö and Ör to the north. 6. The Växjö-Alvesta Railway was inaugurated in 1865, after the southern main line was completed in 1864. The station was built in the village of Alvesta, and led to the expansion of the town, which then merged with Aringsås. The railway lines from Alvesta were expanded by extending the line east of Växjö to Kalmar and Karlskrona, both routes in 1874, and west to Borås, 1902. After the Swedish State Railways took over all the sections in 1940-1941, these lines were included in the coast-to-coast line, a line with continuous traffic between Gothenburg and Kalmar. Alvesta is one of the few railway stations from which you can travel to the three largest Swedish cities of Malmö, Gothenburg and Stockholm without changing. In connection with the railway expansions, Alvesta developed into an industrial center for Kronoberg County during the period 1860–1920. As in many other places in Sweden in the period 1860–1920, Alvesta became part of the double city phenomenon, similar to city pairs such as Nybro-Kalmar, Hässleholm-Kristianstad, Karlstad-Kiel. Where there was an older city dominated by administrative business, this was especially true of the residence city towards the new railway junction, and a new community formation that was not dominated by the old city but was in contact with it by being an exchange point on the railway network and being so close that they essentially constituted the same local market. In Alvesta, slaughterhouses, foundries and sawmills were established that could take advantage of the new conditions and the possibility of reaching markets far beyond the local one through the railway. Above all, there were very few established interests that could oppose new establishments. Unlike in the established cities where interests such as the established bourgeoisie and the military could limit the possibilities of developing the land for new purposes. Administrative affiliations. Aringsås, east of today's railway, was a church village in Aringsås parish, and was the central town of Aringsås rural municipality. The railway station was built slightly west of the church village at the village of Alfvesta. On the 15th of April 1894, Alvesta Municipal Community was established for the railway junction, which in 1930 covered 48 hectares and had 1,206 inhabitants. 7. In 1945, the rural municipality was reorganized with the then dissolved municipal community into Alvesta Köping, where the two now combined communities formed a larger town called Alvesta. The town and the Köping's central town Alvesta covered only part of the Köping municipality in terms of area. Alvesta Köping was reorganized and became part of Alvesta Municipality in 1971, where the town has since been the central town. 8. Before 1945, both towns belonged to Aringsås parish, which was renamed Alvesta Parish when the towns were merged in 1945. 9. Before 1971, the town was part of Ålbo Tingslag, which was renamed Västra Värmlands Tingslag in the 1940s. Since 1971, the town has been part of Växjö domsaga. 10.